Sending data. I never know. Sending data. Live for 20 seconds? Yeah. I've got that. It's not a command module, but it's whatever like the restream stuff is. So Cesar, when you're always like, yep, we're on YouTube, it says streaming way faster than Twitch does. I guess it sends it there first or something. Doo-doo. I got something in my charging port I gotta clear out. There we are. Mic test, mic test. I got something in my charging port I gotta clear out. I hear myself. I'm usually the wild card.
Mm-hmm. Normally.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 233 of the NOFODcast. We are No Outside Food or Drink, the Southeast premier video game podcast. That was a struggle. It is late Sunday night. It's not our usual time. It's not my usual time. Is it y'all's usual time?
No.
Hair's not behaving. I'm not pleased. Tonight, a small smattering of news. We're going to try to get in and out of here pretty quick. Control 2 is in development. Backwards compatibility is easy? Question mark. How easy? Let's find out. Halo Winter Update. Winter's coming. Or has already come, I guess. And PlayStation Extra and, quote, Premium, unquote. I am one of your hosts, Richard Bergman, joined tonight by Newsmaster Brant McKee. Brant never leaves his post. We were trying to decide whether to do news this episode since it was so light and go in the news, and there's Brant building it, so he decided for us. He's never going to let the news... He's never going to let the news stand down. Yeah, I will complete the news.
It's never going to let it down.
That could be a catchy song.
We're going to run around.
There was.
Somebody should make that song.
Also, our resident songmaster, I guess now, lyric master, lore master, and page master, Cesar Concepcion the second.
Hello.
Cesar, have you watched Greatest Showman yet?
I have not.
I just like to work Greatest Showman references in there after y'all had your opening bit. I thought it was great.
I'm willing to watch it, man. It's on Disney Plus. I'll do it. Whatever requires me to do the least amount of work.
I saw the 4K Blu-ray was on sale somewhere. No, maybe I saw the regular Blu-ray at Goodwill. I should have jumped on it. But I feel like it is on one of the streaming ones somewhere. Or that would be an okay one to watch on TV, right? Because you're not going to miss any edited content for TV. I think that's a pretty clean movie.
Yeah, it's not like my yearly watch of Sound of Music on ABC.
Which is also safe, right, to watch?
Yeah.
Do you not have your own copy? Why do you wait for it to be on ABC?
Because there's no 4K.
Okay. There's a specific reason why.
I gave up watching yearly versions of the Ten Commandments.
Oh, shit.
Came out, bought that. But now I can watch it anytime I want on Blu-ray.
I have the 2-tape VHS version, sir. I could have loaned it to you.
What? I had to get out and get on my seat and put in the second VHS?
It could have been laser discs. That would have been probably 3 discs, 2 sides apiece. I saw it was a meme on Twitter or something like that, and it was the Charlton Heston Moses splitting the seas in 10 Commandments, and they were like, imagine going to the movie theaters in 1948 or what. I know it's later than that, and seeing that shit, like the water part and all that stuff. Like, imagine going and seeing those special effects. You were like, holy crap.
No, I'm not a very religious man, but I love it.
There's a good one. Yul Brynner and Charlton Heston. They steal the show. There's some great performances in there. I do have a small flashback bit. I found a new soda. Everyone may be intrigued. Brant, you never really joined us in the soda game. We're going to get you one day. This is Pepsi Cola Zero Sugar Soda Shops is what the sub-branding is. So maybe there will be more of these. Zero Sugar Cream Soda Cola. I'll mute as I pop the lid so it doesn't break anybody's eardrums. Good visual effect for YouTube there.
Yep. Glad to see you. You added a new.
So we used to like to do this bit called aluminum and aspartame, and I would usually provide the drinks when we were all together, but it kind of broke when we're not all together. It smells like cream soda. It smells like vanilla Coke.
Should just next day ship it to me from FedEx.
Right, so it can join my PS5 and keep riding around 2 years later. It's coming on 2 years, right? 2 years of PS5 riding around on the FedEx truck. I bet if I call them, because it still says in delivery status.
Be like, you just tell them I've been very patient. Where's my my delivery?
I'm not getting a lot of the cream in the cream soda. It's more like a vanilla Coke, honestly. It would be like Pepsi's take on vanilla Coke.
Huh.
It's not bad, but it's not quite what I was expecting. It's refreshing. It's very cold. It's ice cold. Pepsi Cola, Atlanta's finest. Thank you for our sponsor, friend of the show, Pepsi Cola. There, it's not a sponsored bit. Let's get on to this news. Control 2's in development. Who likes Control? I think Cesar really did. This was a no-brainer? I thought we knew this was coming? Or is this just an official confirmation type thing?
Yeah, this is just official.
I mean, the only thing that's been announced was the multiplayer game and then Alan Wake 2. And that was it.
This comes from VideoGameChronicles.com. The sequel will be co-developed with 505 Games. Control 2, formerly known as Codename Heron, will release for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S and be rebuilt on Remedy's Northlight engine, the pair announced on Friday. The project is still in concept stage.
Means hopefully I'll be alive when it comes out. It's probably like another 5 years. So
at least Cesar's not as long in between these iterations as it was for Alan Wake. I know you waited a long time for Alan Wake. Max Payne was a quick turnaround too, right?
We had to wait. Yeah, they're doing the Max Payne remakes too, so they're busy. Have
there been any other Remedy offshoots that have waited this long for a sequel or don't have one yet or anything? Or that's pretty much their tentpole franchises, right?
I think, what was it? Quantum Break's the only one, right?
But that's kind of in these universes, right? Am I mistaken on that?
It's supposed to be, but there's nothing that directly corresponds with it yet. I don't know if they fully own that license yet. That might be a shared license.
Microsoft still has that?
Microsoft still. I think the only thing they got back was Alan Wake, so...
Very interesting, because I know you enjoyed Quantum Break, too. I don't think quite at the level of the other two franchises, but I know you enjoyed them.
Yeah, man. Main character's
Iceman. I just remember it having like the 110 gig install if you didn't want to stream the TV episodes that connected them. I had it on my external hard drive forever with the intention of playing. Like, I'm gonna need these videos here. I don't want to have to stream it. Moving on. Was that the major bit about the Control stuff? Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah,
since
you pretty much hit it on the head. Outside of the only thing that was surprising was just the co-development with 505 as well as there being the publisher. So, because they did have that deal with what Epic Games they were doing for the.
Who
other
published
games.
it for consoles?
No.
I feel like I should know as many times as I've purchased Control and then
I think
like
it was
the Control
505.
Ultimate Edition, and they gave us the Control Ultimate Edition on one platform.
Yeah, I think because they signed that deal with PlayStation for the marketing when they came out on PS4, and I think they continued it because I think they had that weird upgrade path or something like that.
Weird path to victory.
There was no path to victory in that one. They made everybody pay for it because it wasn't a smart delivery on the Xbox.
I'm glad they straightened that out. Like I finally wore down. I got Modern Warfare 2 during the buy two get one thing, and like the Xbox SKU is it's all Xbox. It's like they call it cross-gen bundle. I know that's a marketing thing in of itself, but it's like they stopped doing the $10 here and $10 there. It's like, okay, you get it. You get it for Xbox. You get the smart delivery thing. So I think some SKUs like the Sony path to victory is still weird sometimes, but I think we're past the weird cross-gen stuff. I think that's gonna go to the wayside. It was always weird seeing like Call of Duty Vanguard. You see it in the retail store, and you have to lean in because it'll both say Series X and One X. You have to be like, okay, which native SKU is this versus the other one, because it will play on it, but it's going to be the backwards compatible one. It's not going to be the one you were after. And Sony had the weird stuff where you didn't know if you had the PS4 copy or the the PS5 one, whether that path to victory was cemented or not. It was not always clear.
Yeah, Sony's is different because remember, in Xbox they did all that stuff in the back end before this generation. So I mean that's all one game. There's not a separate achievement list. It's not separate discs. So on PlayStation, it's a separate achievement list. It's a separate disc because if you buy the PS4 version, you're just getting standard Blu-ray. If you buy the PS5 one, you get an Ultra HD disc. So.
But a lot of the times, like I bought the PS5 disc. The PS5 upgrade was free with the disc. Like, did I just miss out on the PS4 copy of that as well? Just because it's not on that PS5 official disc, you know. Things are getting better. We'll start having some next gen games. I think it's coming up. I think next year's really going to blow us away with some of these titles. Hopefully, including
that every year.
Whatever Miyamoto keeps saying every year. This also comes from Video Game Chronicle.com. Chris Scullion, who was recently raving about the Atari 50 collection online. Miyamoto acknowledges it's easier than ever to offer backwards compatibility. Shigeru Miyamoto has acknowledged it's easier than ever to offer backwards compatibility, but offered a non-committal response when asked about plans for next Nintendo console. It was part of a Q&A session.
Straight ass Nintendo response.
Yeah, we could do it if we wanted to. As part of a Q&A session following the publication of its latest financial results, which we're not going to go over. There's some interesting things in there, but as always, you can dip into that. And
they keep selling.
Yeah, it's at a slower pace, but software sales is always an interesting thing to me. Like Kirby did really well for them. Yeah. Splatoon has been gangbusters. It's unreal what Splatoon is selling. Mario Kart still.
Mario Kart 8's still up there.
Yep.
Still holding strong. Game released on the Wii U forever ago.
And did they count the ones that get sold with the hardware bundles? Like if you activate that holiday SKU? It has to, right?
Every
yeah, because Super Mario Brothers was counted with all those bundles it was in, and Wii Sports is one of the top tier. Could you ever buy Wii Sports on its own, like retail?
I don't think so. I don't ever think they had unless you went to like a mom and pop game shop.
And I think I made me and Cesar's box art for it. I think I printed it out and made us boxes because you got that little cardboard sleeve in there.
Yeah,
there may have been some kind of.
As well as Link's Cross Pro Training.
I need to make a box for that. I don't have a box for that one. I just have the cardboard sleeve. Cardboard sleeve games. It's the exclusive. It's a mini collection. You have to collect 4 for the Wii.
Because it destroys your
sliding in and out of the cardboard
in the pamphlet.
Yeah.
While Miyamoto did not specifically state which direction future Nintendo consoles would take, he did state he believes backwards compatibility is easier to implement in the modern era than it was in the past. Oh God, he goes on to mention the two. Yes, he goes on to mention that of which all Nintendo fans of the past 15 to 20 years are still striving for. I don't know. The lack thereof, which has driven us to alternate storefronts across multiple platforms at this point.
Yeah.
In the past, we provided a service known as the Virtual Console that allowed users to play other video games on new consoles with newer hardware. As long as the hardware remained unchanged, those games could continue to be played. However, publishing rights to video games are complicated. Okay, for your title, sure. And we have said that we would only add titles after securing the necessary rights. Miyamoto concluded, however, Nintendo's strength is in creating new video game experiences. So when we release new hardware in the future, we would like to showcase unique video games that could not be created with pre-existing hardware. That kind of sounds like it could be graphical upgrades, or it kind of sounds like it could be new way to play or experience. You know, there's no telling what way they go.
It's basically saying that they're not going to be hampered on making something backwards compatible to do a different play.
It kind of does lean that direction, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's what's going to happen, but it's just saying.
Oh, but they're laying the groundwork beforehand.
Yeah, it would be great if we could just pop our old Switch cartridges into our brand new shiny Switch Pro or whatever the hell they'll come out with next.
Switch
you.
But it would not
Switch
be
back.
the realm of possibility for Nintendo
switch forward
to bust a completely Nintendo move, and that offers past Switch games or to re-release them
Yeah.
under a new SKU for. You want to play it now on this upgraded hardware? Yeah, that's $50-$60.
I feel like there'd be a whole new generation of like consumers and parents who would be upset about that, and it would be a big uproar all over again. And we're just a meme of the guy at the noose looking to the left like, are you new here? Is it first time?
I don't know. You probably have a lot more people pissed off this generation. Than previous
You're
ones,
right.
so.
I completely forgot about Cesar sent us a eBay listing for Wii Sports, the Nintendo Select version.
They did release a select one, yep. How much is
I
that?
completely forgot
There's
about
a copy. Is it new?
that.
$26.
Complete in box.
Huh.
Like new.
Does it have an instruction
With
manual?
the manual and everything. Yep.
Yeah.
May have to add that to the collection. I feel like that's a pretty paramount title there.
You
Yeah.
want the one in the cardboard sleeve that's $19.
Nope.
So
Because right after the
Pretty
Wii
good deal.
launched, I printed me and
$7
Cesar a
more.
box art copy. I think I did it for several people at my store. I was like, we'll have an official box. Somebody went in there and did the mock-up, you know. Made it look nice. All right.
That's the way it should be, right?
Yeah. There's the financial things, but I'm trying to think if it's... Oh, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the best-selling Kirby game ever. That's I think big news out of that Nintendo sales figure thing.
I mean they've kind of been doing that with the with all their franchises that have shipped on the Wii
or the
or Wii on the.
Brant's got
Nintendo.
Wii on the brain.
It's okay, man. We all missed the Wii. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay, man.
Talk about Switch. Talking about Wii Sports.
It's okay, man. You just
On the
talk
switch
about
back.
switch back.
Switch forward.
to the Wii version.
Nintendo Switch back. But on that note, with the Wii crossover that has Brent completely scrambled and it's gonna keep getting scrambled, Nintendo Switch Sports, the Wii Sports port of sorts, is sold 6.15 million copies. I didn't think it would do that well. That went crazy. And then we've got the upcoming, hot off the heels of the best-selling Kirby game of all time, we have that enhanced Wii port of, what was that one called? Return to Dreamland here. I think other territories it was just Kirby Wii. I think in Japan it was just Kirby Wii. But and was that the next big Switch game? Like January or February? And then you have Tears of the Kingdom after that.
Yeah.
Fire
Emblem's in January.
Fire Emblem.
There's nothing between now and then, right? They're kind of coasting.
I think Kirby's February, something like that. February.
That's what I
March.
was thinking.
I don't think they. And
Zelda's in
then
May.
Zelda's in May, so I don't think the. I don't think they've announced anything else. I don't know what else to say they can have at this point other than that Metroid thing they refused to announce for Metroid Prime. So.
I'm just convinced now it's just not a thing. I know as soon as any direct is announced and that rumor mill starts churning again, I'm just gonna be like, no.
I think they're just waiting until they have a definite date for
To try to lend towards
Too
that
early.
build up. Then we would have thought we got that Kirby Wii Deluxe before we got what's the one we just got? Forgotten Land.
No, we're just getting that Wii Deluxe because everybody's buying these remasters. So
It's true.
otherwise, I don't think we would have got it. So.
What's our Wii U check-in? What are we missing? Do we count Metroid Prime Trilogy as like Wii U?
Yeah. I mean, there's a very small handful.
Pikmin 1 and 2 now.
Yeah.
The Zelda games.
Yeah.
Is it just that? And they were ports in of themselves. I mean, they're damn good ports, but Nintendo Land.
Yep.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
That's a good one, Cesar, because that's stuck on that platform, isn't it?
Yep.
And I'm still an advocate for Kirby's.
Those were fun. The
Gambit.
DS one was good too. Oh, Renee's in the chat. Watch out, everybody. He's here. See, it says he's talking to us on YouTube, but I see nobody watching on YouTube, according to the restream thing.
It says
You see it on there?
watching YouTube on my stream.
Is it you? Are you the one?
Mm-hmm. Could be. There's
I did see that. Welcome. If you haven't been here with us before, welcome. Like and subscribe on Twitch. Get us the Twitch affiliation. We're close. If we ever get back to streaming, this is not just a podcast. We did so well for like 2 or 3 weeks. Brant was really putting forth the effort. Cesar and Renee pitched in. I did something. But it'll be fun to get back to that.
That's a full.
I know it is.
Full-time gig, man. I got a lot of random games I can stream on the Switch now. I've been ever since I think my days of the Japanese yen crashing are over. So
Oh really? Your fire sale of scooping up everything you could?
I literally what I was doing was I was going on and buying Amazon gift cards for 9,000 yen, which I think normally would cost me about $90, but it was costing me about $50. And then I was buying $100 worth of Nintendo games off the Japanese eShop, and I was buying
pretty
all
good.
shit we never got over here. So I did that for the last 2 months. I got like maybe a good bit of games
at half off prices.
So I think I sent you that photo, Richard, where I bought the $100 worth of manga for $15.
I did see a receipt in a language that I cannot follow, so I do not know what that actually was. I'm just taking your word for it.
Yeah. I think I've abused it enough where I'm probably banned from Japan. So I can't anymore because it's the value of the yen's going back up again. So.
And we all got our Genesis Mini too, so you're okay. You could take the ban now. The ban hammer could drop on you.
It's like how Richard banned us from going to China.
Wait, what'd I do there?
So comment about it like 2 years ago. I was like, great, now I can never go to China.
Cesar, that's a hell of a callback, man. That's a hell of a callback.
Yeah. Well, because that was at the time where people were like making jokes on Twitter, and then they were on the no-fly list. They're like, "How the hell I get a no-fly list?" And it's like China like read their joke on Twitter and like put them on the no-fly list for their country. And I was like, and then you made a joke about something. I was like, "Oh, great! Now I can never go to China because I'm gonna be guilty by association with you." So.
Oh my God! One of our loyal listeners is dying. They're like, "Oh, that's Cesar. That call back to episode 44. Yes, the great band from China episode. Of course."
This is why he's.
How could Richard forget? Oh, they're dying laughing.
I'm over here sad because I can never see the Great Wall thing.
Can never see the Great Wall. Can never pay our respects to their leader.
Oh God! Now Brand's banned. Now we're done.
Thanks.
We're toast.
Yeah.
Wait, everybody's dropping off of Twitch. We have no followers. We're being banned as we speak. Oh. They pay you in Bezos marks there. Here we go. Halo winner. What was that? Bezos bucks.
Oh God.
Here we go. Halo.
Better than
Halo winner.
Metacoins.
Bitcoins.
Metacoins.
Oh God. Speaking of Meta, and it's not in the news. Did you see they laid off 11,000 people from Meta all of a sudden? And
their metaverse thing didn't pay off. Yeah.
Well, like a good portion of them, from what I was reading, the breakdown of people on Twitter, a good portion of them are like the Meta Quest crew. It's the people designing. Mm-hmm. They just announced this $1,500 headset, increased the price of their other one, and it's like head scratcher. And people were left not knowing who they were reporting to and stuff. It's like, how does this happen?
Surprisingly,
Twitter
a lot.
did the same thing. So
yeah, it's common.
Brant, where are we going to after Twitter burns to the ground? What's our destination? Back to Tumblr? MySpace?
MySpace. Yeah. We'll go back to MySpace. Let's go be friends with Tom.
I always thought Tumblr was like naughty stuff. I didn't think it was ever like communities or anything.
Yeah.
They just unlocked the ability to put NSFW stuff on there now.
Really?
So. Yeah.
Oh, they used to. They used to have.
Yeah, they had it, and then they took it away, and then they were like, "Oh, everybody's leaving Twitter," and they brought it back. Because I send you feeds from my Twitter. I don't know what's going on with my Twitter thing. Like, I follow anime and gaming, and there's always some girl like anime gaming, and it's like scanning the cat photos, and this is all she has in her captions, anime gaming. And then somebody's in the replies like, "How does this have to do anything with anime and gaming?" So it's like somehow I got in the algorithm where like she just puts that in there, and I'm getting her photos, and I'm like, because she just says anime gaming.
I
that's
mean,
all she says.
one you sent us had a sniper rifle in the background, so I'm assuming that's the gaming bit.
I don't know what's happening.
You would
with
have
that one,
to
so.
you would have to tell me what on the rest of her lended to the anime side of it. Me not being an anime expert.
Me being a person who can't go on his Twitter feed at work anymore
Proportions.
because that just pops up in there. So
It's anatomically correct.
yeah.
And there's your episode title.
Oh God, can it be? Will it get any better or worse than that for the rest of the episode?
Can only go uphill from here.
Yeah, after that, after you retweet it, you're just gonna get in the algorithm with me, and you're just gonna get the weird scantily clad girl. This anime gaming.
So I will give you this. Cesar used to send like it was an invite for some sort of mobile game, right? And it's like, come be my master forever, and it's some anime thing, and the person's like underneath the table, and you would send us screen captures of those, and I'm just like. In my mind, I was like, okay, Cesar, whatever you're looking at, you brought this on yourself. And then I started getting them, and I was like, no.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Fuck you, dude. I didn't ask for this. It's like, dude, there's no way. I don't even look at stuff like that. It's like what was it, like keep her captured, set her free? I was like, what the fuck is happening with this
and
thing?
there's a young lady with stockings at a table, and then there's someone else like with a tail drinking milk out of underneath the table. And I'm like, sure, I know nothing I clicked on brought me to this algorithm, but here we are. Download this game now. Top game on App Store. No.
All right, guys. I apologize, but I sent y'all some stuff when it comes through. This is what's showing up on my feed now. Anime gaming.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's happening. You can continue until y'all get it. Brant, I'm sorry.
Brant, talk amongst yourself.
Don't tell your significant other I apologize if they look on that phone.
They usually don't care. They'll just.
That's why Friday I had to check with y'all before we had that whole conversation.
As long as I'm not at work, I don't care, man.
That's the thing, Cesar, but it'll go off on the watch. It'll be this giant image. I'm just like, okay, sure,
yeah.
That's fine.
Wow.
You see the caption says anime gaming on there?
What?
That's how I ended up in my feed. I don't even follow this person. It's like,
are they anatomically correct?
I don't know. It's just like somebody went in the replies like, how does this have to do with anything with anime or gaming?
So gaming never led me to this. Do I need to start looking into anime a little bit more? Like,
you got to do anime.
you guys are doing this.
Yeah.
Anime gaming.
Damn it, Cesar. Cesar's algorithm.
Maybe Irage visual novels, but that's the only anime gaming that consists of shit like
my
this.
Twitter is pretty clean. I'm only there for deals and for like breaking news for video games.
For sports, random sports stuff.
Yeah.
I don't look for anything that's not safe for work on my Twitter thing, and just somehow it finds me. I don't get it.
Yeah, I had a random mutual who is not connected to me the way that I'm usually connected to people, right? They follow me, and I message somebody else, and I'm like, I'm going to be the worst follow for them ever. It's video games, it's baseball, it's sports, it's vintage computer, and it's trying to get insulin for everybody. And I was like, it's not an interesting follow. I swear, if you don't fall under one of those, it's probably not going to be that great. But maybe they're just building their followers or whatever, so... we're a very welcoming community. If you're new to the podcast and are viewing this, we come as you are, I guess.
Just don't follow me, apparently. So
you're just gonna feed into Cesar's algorithm.
Which somehow both of y'all be in there now since I sent you those photos. It has no links to Twitter. Somehow it's gonna find you guys, and it's
nothing to do with Twitter.
Somehow it'll know.
Twitter's weird, man. You never know. Like, oh, we found them. Add the son of the bitch in there. Now you can be part of that anime gaming crew.
The good thing is Brant is like so vague. Even when I try to tag Brant, I put in Brant McKee, and it's not the one I need to get. It'll be that other one that I tagged like 2 years ago.
It'll be that other.
Remember the one that I tagged a couple years ago?
That hasn't been on in like 10 years.
Oh god, is he still
around? Weren't they
talking
about fishing? And I asked them if they ever landed the fish. Yeah. Or so, like I answered a 10-year-old thread at some point.
Yeah. I mean, if I guess his password and I do the $8 subscription, then I'll be the real.
Oh my god.
And then I just go on Brant's page and like, I'm the real Brant McKee. Get off.
You are at the real Brant McKee.
What about all the other Cesars out there?
What's your parody account though? You can be the real Brant McKee. What do you call the backwards? Rant Bikini.
Rant. What was it? Rant Burkey.
I switched the names. Hold on,
Yeah.
you put me in a spot. Got me McCamper Key or something.
Yeah, if I had said it, you would have come up with it.
Amber Key. Yeah,
Amber Key.
something like
So- oh, God
my
bless.
gosh.
God
Don't
bless
worry,
the algorithm.
We have completely devolved.
Yeah. Thanks. We're driving off the new listener.
Back to. So
that.
back to this
It'd be the battle-
Halo Winter update.
Battle of the Brand McKees, man. Who everybody be around.
Yes. Pit them against each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
I saw a good lineup of the patch notes. I don't want to go through everything, but they had a couple of good major points about this Halo Winter update, which we all played it together, right? Okay, and I don't think
Yeah.
none of us have played since. We fell off pretty bad on Saturday.
We don't get the bullshit. Stare at the winning team and something falls from the sky anymore, right? Did they stop that?
I haven't seen any clips of it happening recently.
Yeah.
Cesar, you left at the
Oh, yeah.
Because now we just get that.
Cesar, you left at exactly the right time Friday, by the way, and we'll go over that in games played. We never won. We never won after you left.
Jesus.
It was
The
bad.
problem is I'm so weak. That helps with your.
I don't know.
You guys
I don't think so.
Yeah, you guys are too.
I don't think that was the case. Because we weren't the best ones on our team. We were the weak links. We weren't. It wasn't like they assigned us some scrubs.
No, there was a couple games that we were doing really well, but they just had our number.
This is Splatoon 3 matchmaking.
Yeah, as you drag us up and get murdered. Just a quick rundown. The winter update added, and this launched last Tuesday.
I was here Winter Soldier.
Winter. So there's actually a thing in the Halo lore called Winter Contingency, and that was if the Covenant ever found like one of the outer worlds. I think Onyx was one of them. Russell would know this. He's truly the Halo lore master. But the Winter Contingency was that they would withdraw and nobody. Is that the Cole Protocol is one of these two. One of the two is that they would never lead back to Earth, and that's part of what is not featured in Halo 2, which would build that up a lot more. Like the whole thing behind humanity's retreat from the Covenant was like never lead them to Earth. They can never know where Earth is. So in Halo 2, that's where they're headed towards, right? So that's kind of left out, and Bungie's done that for a long time, where it's like, you know part of the story from the game, but you got to read this 2 books and watch this movie and read this cartoon and get this graphic novel. So a lot of that is like between the lines. But I think the Winter Contingency is not. It's either don't lead them to Earth or like a scorched Earth type thing where you can't ever retreat to a place which is going to increase the Covenant taking over human bases and things like that. Or human UNSC stuff. But here's the winter update. Network co-op campaign mission replay, where you can replay missions you've already done in the campaign. New campaign achievements, Forge mode beta, progression improvements, winter update battle pass, upcoming events, new multiplayer mode, Covert 1 flag, which I still want to do with 4 people. We haven't done that one yet. New multiplayer maps, of which we played both of those. Actually, we did not. I played one of them with Dale. They took that one out. There was some sort of game crashing thing, so they tweeted that they took that map out. That's why we never got that one. And matchmaking improvements, sure, we'll be the judge of that. But I think, Brant, unless you wanted to touch anything else on that news bit, but I think we'll talk more of that when we get into games played.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they talked about how they're thankful that everybody has been really patient. Anybody that's playing this winter update will notice 2 things. One, it is shorter. It's basically kind of like a stopgap until the official 3rd season. And the second is that it's free. You don't have to purchase the battle pass for this. There's no free and paid tier. It's just you get all what is it, 40?
30 tiers.
Tiers? 30?
And if you log in and go to the store, the finishing moves, like last season it was is it Ukagi? Cesar, am I saying that right? The rabbit? Usagi. That finisher, like when you kill somebody, like I had the lone wolf one, so for a long time when I killed somebody, like I heard a wolf go off in my headset, and you would see like the splash animation and stuff. There's a free one called Birthday Event, and it's kind of like the Grunt Birthday skull from the the previous Halo games where there's confetti and you hear the grunts go yay, and there's like that cheer. So that's actually free on the store, so you can go in and grab that and add that to your character as like a thank you. The game's it's been out a year. I feel like it's been out way longer than that, but it's, I guess because we thought it was a launch title and it just took forever. And have we not been playing it longer than a year? Or was it the beta thing for the when it?
I mean, we played the beta.
So it officially launched November of last year, and we weren't playing any of it before. I guess we weren't, because I remember also coming over and we tried out the campaign, like swapping the controller back and forth, because the split screen campaign was promised but not coming, and now it's unpromised and definitely not coming, but also in the game, but also patched out. Halo's a mess if you're not enjoying it and you're just standing on the sidelines and you hear all this nonsense. Even though we're enjoying it, we hear all this nonsense and it's sloppy. They're gonna have to keep plugging away at it, but they are. So we'll talk about some of those changes later. Somebody tell me about these PlayStation Plus titles. What did I get on my PS1 classics? my premium that was in quotations.
So for your extra tier, you actually did get some pretty decent stuff.
On its 11th anniversary of 11/11/11.
PS4 and PS5, you get the Elder Scrolls Skyrim,
which is not the most
edition.
recent SKU with all the bonus stuff. What'd they call that one? Anniversary? Because it was like an add-on DLC to this one.
Yeah. You also get Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And then a heck of a lot of Kingdom Hearts.
Sure we can't just give Six Siege back?
No.
What do we want to?
Apparently not.
I mean, people love that game.
How many hours have all of us collectively played that game?
I've never played it.
Never.
Me neither.
It's a big thing, though. I mean, there are.
Yeah, is that
a
our
lot
next
of people that
PvP?
play
Brand has
it.
played 2 hours. Yeah.
You get pretty much all of the Kingdom Hearts. Yes, all of them. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, Abe's.
My favorite Kingdom Hearts title.
Not Abe's.
Yeah. Oddworld. The best one.
Oddworld, Oddworld Soulstorm, Enhanced Edition. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. More
Long Division, as Russell put it.
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Is this the one that always looks like Curvis
Remains
or
of
Curvis or
Edith
something,
Finch?
like the title? Okay.
Yeah. It's like
It's like they swap out the U and the V's like churches. The band Churches does the same thing too with their U and the V.
Yeah, that's your game.
Oh,
Richard,
Edith Finch
What
is so
Remains of
good.
Edith Finch.
It's the PS4 one. Does that mean it'll automatically be the PS5 SKU?
Probably
No,
not.
specifically the PS4 one.
No.
That's what it says.
God, that's such an awesome game.
Yeah. And the Gardens Between.
The Gardens Between.
Which is also a good game.
And then also releasing on the game catalog this month, Earth Defense Force, World Brothers, Earth Defense Force, Iron Rain, and Oni Chimbara Origin.
Oni-chan Bada.
Is that the bikini girls with chainsaws?
Yes, that was that game that was on 360 and Wii, like the first time we got them. Yeah, Oni-chan Bada.
Interesting.
Yep, I've put it out there now. That's affecting my
One-chan.
algorithm now. Here they come.
And for your quote-unquote premium
Celebrating its
subscription,
20th anniversary.
Well,
Yeah.
Ghost
Celebrating,
Recon.
It's
I think both of those are.
what's interesting is
yeah, both of those are as well. Yeah.
what's interesting is they did tweet out that they were celebrating their 20th anniversary, and you got, Ratchet and Clank announcement saying that all of these Ratchet and Clank games are going to come to PS5. And then once we got this announcement for PlayStation Plus Premium, it's all those games that they tweeted out, and they're all streaming titles that you get. So original Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet and Clank 2, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, Deadlocked, Ratchet and Clank Future, Tools of...
And the other ones are already on there, right? Like Crack in Time and Quest for Booty. Aren't those already part of that service? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I know there's
the ones
a
people
couple
don't
on
really
there.
like the hack and slash one or the brawler one and the tower defense one. So it's now a dedicated Ratchet and Clank box? No, it's missing the PSP ones. Streaming.
Yeah, the Clanks.
Yeah, the Clank. What was that one? Secret Agent Clank?
Yeah.
And there was a Ratchet. Size Matters.
Which would have been a great PSP title to throw on the service.
I love Daxter, man. I thought Daxter was a great game.
Daxter was pretty
For a
good.
portable adventure, I was like, holy, that was one of those showcase.
Be even better once they activate the right analog stick.
They let us use that on the PlayStation Premium one. Is that what we're paying for with our premium subscription? To let you play PSP games with the right analog stick?
So far, it has been for me.
Let you play every version of Toy Story.
Toy Story 3 box.
That's
Even like the
It's
Bleem.
premium.
For some reason, they have the Bleemcast version of Toy Story 2 on there. It's like, here's what it looks like on Dreamcast when you pop in your PS1 copy. It's funny. I was reading the EGMs, and I told y'all about that on the last episode. But that one just reminded me. They reported on Bleemcast well before it was a thing, and they said it was a rumor. Like they had hot rumors, and they had ones that had definitely been shot down, and the Bleemcast was one of them, where somebody was developing a disc to put in the Dreamcast that played PlayStation 1 games. And I think it only ever ended up being like Gran Turismo 2, Metal Gear Solid, one of the Tekkens, I believe.
and there was
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
one
it's one of
other
the
title.
Tekkens, but Bleemcast was meant to be like library wide. And I think it was about to go to retail, or almost went to retail, but now you rip that disc and play it that way. There was something about that Dreamcast that they were always hyping. I don't know if it was CPU or GPU or what it was. They could just overhaul those games and completely run like native PS1 code like that. So crazy. But we ended up getting that in PS2 with the smoothing thing. It's not quite as full featured, but you know, it had memory card support and all that kind of stuff. I've never actually really messed with Bleemcast. Have you guys? Be fun to just
No, I played Dreamcast games on Dreamcast.
that too. That might give us a cease and desist. Hey, but if we did stream all the versions of Toy Story 2, we could play the Toy Story 2 on Bleemcast. All right, we want to get into games played. We want to touch on Halo Infinite for a minute. What is the name of that new map?
Yeah.
So one of them's Argyle, and I can't remember if that's the one they took out of gameplay of Argyle and Detachment, and I think Argyle is the one that they took out. Yeah, Halo support confirmed on Twitter that Argyle, a new multiplayer map added to Halo Infinite with the recent winter update, has now been temporarily removed due to matchmaking due to crash issues. This was on the 9th, so this was 4 days ago. So the one we've been playing then is already lost it right after that. Help me. Detachment. I'm detached from this answer. So we played Tactical, we played some Team Slayer on it, and when Cesar was with us Friday, we lost maybe once or twice, but we had some pretty good runs. And to me overall, we'll talk about the map and stuff, but to me overall, it doesn't feel as cheap. It felt mechanically a little tighter. It felt a little more fixed. You still get the melee. We call it finishing each other off. It seems like no matter what your health is versus their health, if you melee at the same time, or even if it feels like it's not at the same time, it's going to be a draw in melee. You're both going to get killed. So you go out.
Yeah, there was even an instance where you had died in the area, or you were spectating me or something, and you saw me run up and melee a guy, and then I just kind of bounced off of him, and then we both went back at each other and meleeed each other.
So he should have been
until
like blinking, no shields, all that kind of stuff, like instant kill almost, and it didn't seem to matter.
But
did he repulse? Was that the round where the guy kept repulsing us off the edge? Did he repulse you backwards somehow?
No, that was a different one. No,
because that guy was pretty crafty with that shit.
Yeah.
So that's right. That new map detachment where it's got the two lifts going across. We call it the island, and then it's got those two lifts that jump you across.
Yeah, the island in the sun.
Sure. So this guy or gal would wait for you to jump across, and they would be waiting right there, and they'd be shooting at you, and then repulse you at the last minute and put you right off into the abyss. We need to remember that. That's some easy kills right there doing that. Especially waiting for them like they're going to come melee you. That's what they're trying to line up. Just knock them right back. Because it's just a cliffside. It just falls off. And so we've kind of described a little bit of it. There's like a base in the middle. There's two like sub bases on the side. And then each one has a lift that jumps across to the island part. But there's also, as Brant discovered, shortcuts where you drop down and it's like a teleport over to the other side. So there was, and then you'll be on the island like underneath where that little teleport thing drops you out at. And there was one round where we had somebody, and the whole meta behind that game was to take that portal, because they'd be waiting in there for us. They'd be meleeing us. It'd be like a knife fight as soon as you drop down in there. And they'd wait for your ass too. And that's the game I think where Brant let off with the two pool water kills. You were slinging that Baja Blast at everybody. And it's not Baja Blast on every map. Some of them it has orange stuff in it. So I guess it's like Livewire now. Yeah.
They've changed.
But I played Tuesday when it came out I had decent hotel Wi-Fi. Like I had a decent connection where I was. And the desync issues that I ran into were the worst I've ever seen this game. And I've still got to upload those clips. I forgot to. But there were instances of me meleeing somebody in the back over and over, just like following them. And then there were times where I'm walking down a ramp and then nothing, you never even see any frames change or anything. I'm just behind a rock. I'm nowhere near where I was. Boom, I'm behind a rock somewhere else, totally, completely different in the map. And I got to upload those. Like, I don't want to rain on their parade while it's seemingly improved and fixing and all that. And I was playing it on, all the conditions were stacked against me, right? Launch day, new update, hotel Wi-Fi, that sort of thing. So I haven't seen those since, but it was very entertaining. I would only post those for entertainment purposes, not look at this shitty ass game. The battle pass, the boosts work. So all the boosts you've accumulated, as we've not been able to use them for the other battle passes since we've been maxed out for months and months at this point. You can use them on this. I'm already level. Did I get to 10? I'm either 9 or 10. I'm very close to 10. So in 2 play sessions, basically one, I'm a third of the way through this seasonal battle pass. And as usual, it's just cosmetic stuff. It's not any sort of, you don't get better guns. There's no better, I think the coolest thing I've gotten so far is that free birthday thing that I was talking about that has the finisher with the grunt birthday and the because it's just like another confirmation that you got somebody. So you can, I don't use it as like a gloat, but as like a, okay, I got them. I can divert attention. They're actually down. Besides just looking down at the bottom and seeing, that I dropped somebody, that sort of thing. Does anybody else want to touch on the winter update? Any observations?
No, nothing for me because I think you played more than all of us. So outside of that game, we all played. 3 of us played together. So
we did play a good bit, and then Cesar, as soon as you left, we never won again. We lost like 1 or 2, and then it turned into, all right, let's just win one, and then we could not. Like it was another. Oh boy, and it seemed like every round, Brant, we would get ahead. It would be like 15-6 or something. It's like, okay, we're doing fine. This is gonna be all right, and then just complete, utter Atlanta Falconsing it.
Oh no, we did play. That was, I want to say just a Slayer without. I think that was like the first game we played with SSR, and that one went fine. because that one was on the God, what's I can't remember.
I never
now.
remember map
The
names.
map that's got the yellow room, and it's got
Yeah.
that one area with like the giant piston, and you can jump over and get the gravity hammer.
Is that
with the
Livewire?
sword if it's there.
Is that one called Livewire? Or is Livewire the one with the training ground?
That one.
It's the one with
I'm
it's the one with the
horrible.
hydro dam.
We play these all the we play these all
And
the
don't
damn
know the
time.
names
I
of
can't
them.
remember these names.
But we know Zanzibar and things like that. Is that and Beaver Creek? I mean, is that or
Yeah.
Battle Creek? It was Beaver Creek on one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bazaar,
Behemoth,
Breaker,
I know that
Deadlock,
one.
Aquarius, Behemoth, Catalyst.
I think it might be Catalyst.
We know it's not Behemoth. That's the big desert one. Aquarius is the indoor one with the plants growing. Bazaar is the market.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It's like going back to school again while we're doing this
Oh,
memorization.
we forget these all the time. Breaker is the one we call Doom 2016. Catalyst is the new one they added the last go around. The one with land grab where they put the zones out on the edge and you're trying to grab those. Sorry, live correction here. Deadlock is the big giant one we hate on Big Team Battle. Fragmentation, I haven't played that map in forever, but we haven't played Big Team in a long time.
Yeah.
For good reason.
High Power is another Big Team Battle. Launch Site is the one with the astronaut stuff. It is Live Fire. Live Fire. No, Live Fire is the training ground one. Recharge.
Training ground.
Recharge is the hydro station, and yeah.
There you go. But yeah, we did really, really good on that one.
Streets is good too. Streets always has the what is that weapon? The weapon, the cinder shot, the one that always kills us and we can never get kills with. I did that one round. I did work because I think I ended up like the right angle going down the alley behind people and cleaning up with the cinder shot. We had some fun rounds on this. I feel like it's a fixed of sorts. I don't know if it's 100% there, but it feels like a tighter game now.
Yeah.
And I want to try some of the Forge levels that people have created. What else did I play? Nothing major. Friend of the show, Russell and I were hanging out and played some more Perfect Dark. It's like one of our hangout fallback comfort games, I guess. So there's challenges in Perfect Dark that you can play in the multiplayer, and one of our favorites is always Challenge 13. And you play, the two of you. We're always Elvis, the little short Mayan alien dude, and you play in the Area 51 level against two like perfect sims. I think one's a perfect sim and one's a FBI sim, I think is the name of him. And it's one hit kills and you just try to get to 20 or something like that. So the whole name of the game is to like get a certain area and hold it. Like you just post up, you throw a laptop gun up on the wall so you get the kills every time they come for you. And then we throw Perfect Dark has the proximity pinball grenades, so we just chuck those out into the hallways trying to get those guys. But it's just like one of our standard comfort games. And that Xbox 360 version that they made on, forward compatible and rear replay and all that kind of stuff is such a good way to play Perfect Dark. It's truly, you don't have the frame rate issues of the N64. You have a true control scheme instead of the thumbstick of the N64. So that's always a fun one for us to go back to. I got in the Atari 50th collection and everyone's raving about it. I want to play it so bad. So I'm hoping by Wednesday I've got a little bit of time to talk about that. And the Insignia, the Xbox Online thing, will be launching Tuesday. So hopefully I've got some online original Xbox Live gaming to discuss a little bit next Wednesday. But that...
You gotta buy those prepaid cards before you start?
No, I've got so many in my in the game cases. Like, people don't scratch them off. They were giving away 2 months of Live with, like, every game that you bought. So... But you actually... Going back to Cesar's joke, you actually don't need a subscription. Once you're signed up, they'll send you the card information that is going to verify on Xbox Live. So,
Do you have to send in your credit card information?
No, you don't. They assign you a fake credit card. So this is all perfectly legal, Cesar. It's a fake credit card. It should check out. I'm hoping there's no cease and desist incoming. It sounds like it's tiptoeing in that direction, as representing as Xbox Live. So hopefully this thing does get off the ground Tuesday, and I'll have something to talk about. It's a cool preservation project, and they've gotten it a long way, so it'd be neat to see this work.
See it through to the end.
Or at least some workable shape, out of. They've never really gone after X-Link Kai though, have they? But you weren't signing in like your Xbox Live when you did the X-Link Kai stuff. That just simulated a LAN party, right? Because you could still play SOCOM. You could play SOCOM that way. Whichever one was SOCOM 2, whichever one had a LAN capability on it.
They'll keep doing it until Sony actually does something with that franchise.
Yeah.
So
Bring back SOCOM, you cowards. What if they added that to the premium tiers?
I don't believe they're gonna add shit in the premium
fun,
tiers.
though. Like a restored, playable SOCOM with today's online capabilities.
We're thinking Sony's gonna do something with that shit. Yeah, I've been really doing much with
We're
it
lying
now,
to ourselves.
Yeah.
The only way you're gonna see it come back is as a live service.
The only way you can see it come back is if you go back in time to 2005.
I remember a kid, I don't know how he got a hold of him, but he was walking around with the headset game box bundle. He was selling those cheap. I don't know how he got a hold of the amount that he did, but they were very inexpensive. I don't think I had a PS2 yet.
Fell off the back of a Sony truck.
Same one my PS5's on right now. This very moment.
Hey man, I want you to challenge. I'm challenging you to call
Chase
FedEx
them down.
and be like,
Go after it.
I've been very patient.
Look at this. It's been 2 years. I've waited. All my friends are playing the new hottest games. It still says it's out for delivery.
You say, no, it's coming. It's coming. You tell me every time I call, you say it's coming.
I need a resolution. I need to know when it's arriving. It says it's on the truck. Where's the truck? I have to know 2 years later. Like they're just hiding out the pandemic somewhere. That truck's like, nope, we're not coming out. Oh, did I lose you guys? I think I froze. Dead air. Was it me that froze? It is just me. Did I lose you guys? I think I froze. How's it just me? That's crazy. Where did they go? Dead air. Was it me that froze? I hope you guys are watching this on the stream. I have to cut this out of the recording. What do we do? I'm still here. You're not. I hope you guys are watching this on the stream. I have to cut this out of the recording. Skype's frozen somehow. I can't stop anything.